Hi first grade. It's a beautiful sunny day today and I'm outside playing and I'm playing with bubbles. Bubbles are so much fun. And there's a little bit of a breeze. It's just blowing the bubbles away. It's really a great time. We're going to talk more about breathing, so come on, let's go inside to our classroom. You can tell we're back inside our classroom. Wow, that was so much fun playing with bubbles. I really love that. Well, we are continuing in our science today, and we are going to be doing 12.3, what breath affects. So we're going to talk a little bit more about our breath, okay? Your breath helps you talk and sing. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah, you have to have breath in order to be able to talk and sing. In fact, people that sing professionally do a lot of breathing exercises because have you ever heard of someone singing at the very end of a song or some point in the song, they just hold a note out forever. And you're like, how did they do that? I mean, the note just keeps on going. Well, they have a lot of breath or breathing control. So they've learned how to do that. How about swimmers? Yeah, sometimes they swim a very long length in the pool, and you're like, they haven't taken a breath yet. Well, they train for that. So let's talk more about this. So our lungs give you breath power. So you can train and build up more and more endurance and strength in your lungs. Now your vocal cords are in the throat and they vibrate. So go ahead, put your hands right up here gently on your throat and say your name. Mrs. Orenzy. I hope you're all saying your name. And as you're talking, can you feel there's a slight vibration? That is your vocal cords that are moving and helping to form the words and the different sounds. And also you can control the volume. So there's a lot that your body is doing. So the throat, nose, and mouth form words to help you talk and sing. Now we talked earlier in science when we were in the chapter about teeth, how teeth also help us talk. And some of you were commenting that as you were losing some of those front teeth, especially on the tops or the bottoms, and sometimes you had 2 or 3. I remember one of you had 2 top teeth out at the same time and 2 bottom ones. So that when you were talking, some of your words weren't coming out to make that normal sound because your teeth weren't there. Your tongue could not go up against the front of your teeth as you were talking. So some of your words would come out funny. And we said, oh, that's okay. Once your teeth grow back in, you'll be back to saying it just perfectly. So it takes a throat, nose, and our mouth to form the words and that help you talk and sing. What about... Think about an instrument, possibly a trumpet or a flute, things like that. It takes breath control. They have to breathe into the instrument in order for the sounds to come out. So that's another thing where they develop better and better breath control. Your breathing can help you do other things. Your breathing can help you fill up a balloon. And I don't have a balloon here today, but I did last week. And remember, I blew into it and we saw it expand. I let the air out and it contracted. So right here we see children that are blowing up balloons. And that's your very own air that is going into the balloon and filling it up. Your breath can form bubbles. Well, what do you think? When I was outside playing with my bubbles, did you see I was blowing into that? It was my air that was forming into the bubbles. So your breath can help form bubbles. Okay? So right here we see a little girl. I did bring my bubbles in here. Let me give it one little quick try and see if we can get some bubbles in here as well. Oh, yes, it's working. They're all just dropping down. There's not a breeze in here in our classroom. But let me show you one more time. Ooh, I'll try to blow them up a little bit that way. Maybe you can see them for a minute. Oh, those bubbles are coming right to you. It's always fun to try to reach out and pop them, isn't it? So right here, your breath can help form bubbles. Can it? Yes. So go ahead and right here on this line, you're going to write the word yes. Y-E-S. Yes. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next page. And this is going to show us some other examples of what we do with our breath. So right here we see a little boy, and he has a birthday crown, I would think. He has some balloons. He has a birthday cake. So he also has candles on his cake. Right here it says, your breath can blow out birthday candles. And have any of you ever done that? And the flame goes out. You blew out your candles. Your breath can help you play a flute. Right here we have a little girl, and she has a flute in her hand. There's a mouthpiece right up by her mouth, and as she blows into it, she's moving her fingers for the various notes on her flute to give it the different sounds. So yes, your breath can help you play the flute, very much so. Another thing, your breath can warm your hands. Well, right now it's not very cold out, but I know sometimes when you guys are outside and playing and your hands get cold, this guy has his mittens on, but you don't always. Do you ever do that? Blow into your hands? Why do you do that? Because your breath is warm. It's been inside your body, so it's nice and warm. And it's warmer than the air is outside, so it kind of helps warm up your hands. And also, your breath can cool down hot chocolate. Now, hot chocolate's a wonderful treat. This has marshmallows floating. And sometimes when you get your hot chocolate and the marshmallows, and you can even see the steam going up, maybe, I don't know if any of you drink teas or herbal teas maybe, and it's kind of hot, and you're so anxious. Oh, I really want to taste this. I bet it's going to be so good. And you take the tiniest little, oh, it's too hot. And what do? You blow onto your hot chocolate. What is that doing? It's cooling it off. Your breath is warm, but your hot chocolate's hotter. So that's how it's helping it cool. So your breath can cool hot chocolate. Down here we have a couple lines, and it's asking us to write about something your breath can help you do. Now, if you would like to write one of these sentences, you can pick any one of these and write it on the line. If you want to talk about your breath can, instead of saying blow out birthday candles, you could say your breath can blow bubbles. Okay? So you can write any sentence you would like that is telling us about something that our breath can do. Okay? So breath is very important. And as we train and exercise and get stronger, we have more breath power in us. Sometimes, coach will have you run a lap and you're like, by the time you're done running one lap. But as you run more and more and you train and your body gets stronger, you can run faster, you can run a longer distance, and you don't get quite as out of breath. I do a lot of walking here where I live because I live up in the hills, and I'll walk down the hill and then I'm going to walk up fast. And I've been doing a lot of walking lately, and I noticed I'm being able to walk faster up those hills, and I'm not getting as breathless. So I'm giving some good exercise to my lungs right now. So anyway, good healthy choices are always good. So hopefully you're doing some of the workouts with Coach as well. So it was so nice to be with you today, first grade. I'll see you next time.